Well, I didn't expect this, so I don't know what's in it. This is from Mark, the Blacklighters. And you can see here, he's already nailed it with the fossilized opal postage stamps. So yeah, addressed to me, let's check it out. I didn't buy anything, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Alright, nah, this makes sense. So I won a second giveaway, and in fact I won a third one recently, which is insane. I'm just raking it in at the moment. So a whole heap of little shells, some nice colour in them too. But this I was hoping was in the last parcel, and it didn't make it for whatever reason, but it looks like they've worked out the issue. Must have just got separated from the pack. This is Outback Opal Hunters, the Blacklighters secret polishing powder. So Mark used to use a polishing powder much like mine. I've got a pouch of it just here. So this pink cerium oxide, and I've mastered the technique with it, but this one, it seems to require me to start off fairly thick, so it's a bit like a paste. I've got a video on how to polish with cerium oxide that I show with this. My theory is that the coarser grit cerium oxide actually requires you to use it a bit thicker, and it breaks down and mills further into a finer paste, because I start this thick, but I finish it really thin and get a really good polish. But Mark says this is by far better. It's just a white powder to me, so I don't know what it is. Like I said, the super secret polishing powder. It could be a cerium oxide, it could be a aluminium oxide, it could be anything really. It does seem like it's a smaller powder than this one. I'm gonna have to test these. I've got some science equipment that I can run it through and give it a test, so I'll do that at some stage when I'm free and work isn't hectic. But we'll see how that goes. Might be able to fit it in while calibrating a machine or two. So I'm interested to give this a go, so let's dive into polishing. I reckon I'll get that nice gemmy belemnite back out, and we'll see if we get a better polish with this. Mark says really thin and keep it wet at all times. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to see if we get any kind of improvement out of that piece. So let's dive into it. Alright, let's have a quick look at this before I use the Blacklighter polish. I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't know how much improvement it'll do, but we can give it a crack. You can see here the back is less worked on than the front. This is all under the macro lens. It might just be that the Blacklighter polish works a lot faster. We'll still give it a test on this one, and then we'll try it out on a couple rough pieces for the first polish. Well, that didn't take long. I reckon initially I had it too thin, so I added more. I couldn't see any of the powder being deposited on the surface. So I added a little bit more, and it looks a lot like milk. A bit thinner than milk. Maybe like a skim milk. And it might not come up on camera, but I actually noticed that in this section in particular, it is getting a much nicer shine. And I used that other cerium oxide for quite a long time, so this stuff actually has incredible potential. And I gotta say, Mark from the Blacklighters, I'm not surprised, but Mark from the Blacklighters is actually right. I reckon that is a much nicer polish than the cerium oxide that I'm using. I don't think I've got a good enough camera to pick it up, but in person, in hand, I can see the difference. So I might have to have a quick word with him and work out what this stuff actually is and where he gets it. I know he mentioned in a live stream that he gets it from overseas. But yeah, this area here, it does actually have a bit of a better shine, and the flash of that pattern comes through much better. I'm certain my camera's not good enough to pick it up, but my eyes are, so you might just have to trust me on it if you can't notice the difference. I'll have a good look at the footage as well, maybe put them side by side, but yeah, it's definitely just this section here where it's become much better, and I didn't spend very long on it at all. So, alright, I think I might have found a upgrade. And I've got heaps of it. I thought he was going to give me a tiny little pouch, but there's heaps of this stuff. So I think it might be my new regular, and you guys will see that rather than the pink cerium. Because this is definitely getting a better polish. I do wonder what it'll do after the 3000 Nova, whether it'll act a lot quicker and get to this stage, or whether it'll take ages. But there's only one way to find out, so we'll get to carving, and hopefully that cerium, well, I don't even know if it's cerium, the Blacklighters polish will make a reappearance, because it's definitely got a better shine on this. It's still an absolute fantastic piece. Oh well, thanks for watching, and we'll dive straight into the next piece, because I'm excited to test this on a more rough piece and see how it gets to this shine and how quickly it happens. So I'll see you then.